Yes guys, so today we're going to watch a video of Mark Cuban on the Theo Von podcast where he talked about the left-wing media, the right-wing media. Are there more voices on the right? Are there more voices on the left? So yeah, I personally thought perhaps he's been a bit strategic with what he's doing. Let's see what you guys think.
I feel like he kind of rescued it because I feel like a lot of like the mainstream media and like the social media platforms, they seem all pretty left-leaning, right?
Used to be, for sure, right? But now, like, the biggest platforms are Fox News, Daily Wire, the big names. Like, name the big left-leaning anchors or whatever. Who are the most left-leaning big celebrities in media today?
Well, I guess you probably have like Don Lemon, I guess.
He got fired.
He did?
Yeah, he got fired from CNN. He's gone, right? He ain't got shit going on.
Oh, damn. When life gives you Don Lemon, let him go.
Right? But you get the point, right?
I don't know.
There's no big names.
But CNN, a lot of the mainstream media has been notoriously kind of left-leaning. I think it seems like they're especially like during the first time that Trump was running, like the only people that even the late night hosts would make fun of were basically like kind of poor whites, it seemed like.
Yeah, for sure. That was wrong.
It got like, if you were like conservative or Christian, I feel like those people get the brunt of shit a lot of times.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, right? But I guess my point is in 2016, it was different, right? TV was still up here, right?
Would you agree? It's more like swinging, or it's more right.
I disagree, man. I actually strongly disagree.
Well, go on then.
If you think about it, they're just talking about traditional media, Fox News, CNN, these channels, right? But most of the digital content we consume is on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all of those owned by Mark Zuckerberg. But all those platforms, I would say, are more left-leaning. If you look at the past, my point is, if you look at Mark Zuckerberg, I've heard like at the moment he's having phone calls with Donald Trump, and he's like moving more towards the middle or center for like politics. Like I think he's come out and said that he's like more of a libertarian, where he believes in like more liberal social policy, but like economically he's like more on the right now. Where in the past Mark Zuckerberg was a big donor to like the Democrat Party, so he was more on the left. And then during like the election, there was like censorship of Donald Trump's stuff, or like there was just like a big leaning to the left on social media, I believe. So although Mark Cuban is saying like there aren't like major voices that you could say this guy's on the left, like Don Lemon is one example, but he's a bad example. Like although there's not many of them, the platforms themselves on social media are left-leaning, in my opinion.
You see, I'd say mine is yes and no. Yes, because I'd say the silent majority of people are all kind of more right-leaning in that sense, purely because the foundations and everything like the Western society is built on is more right-leaning, and the majority of people would be like, yeah, that makes more sense. But I'd say no for a similar reason to you. The mainstream media and a lot of the platforms are much more left-leaning, just from like even from a censorship point of view. And I'd also say no, because I think it's, with online stuff, it's a point of view. Because of the algorithm, what you're more inclined to search up is what it's going to serve you. So for us, we could be like, oh yeah, it's everywhere. But that's because that's what we're searching for. Yeah. For someone who like is more left-leaning, could say the opposite, because all they're seeing is left-leaning stuff. So
it's true, the algorithm will just feed you what you want to see.
It's just going to feed you what you want to see. So I think it's a bit of I don't think it's a straight yes or no answer, really. I think it's more left-leaning than right, because it's just purely because there's more censorship on talking about left-sided things than right-sided things.
Well, if Elon Musk hadn't bought Twitter, like at the time before Elon Musk was on there, people were getting banned. People like were not allowed to talk about certain stuff, but he's like basically opened it up, and it has become more right-leaning because of that. Because a lot of the people on the left on Twitter have left because they didn't like it, so they wanted people to be censored, but Elon's not on that. But do you know what? With Mark Cuban, I think he's being quite strategic with what he's saying here. Because if you look at his background, he was the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. He sold his stake in that. He recently said that he wants to like have a role in government. He wants to be the head of the SEC.
So he can try to get votes before he's going for votes.
Definitely, he wants to get involved in politics. But I think he's also wrong that Don Lemon's like a poor example, because he's like someone that people take the piss out of, like online, basically.
Wow.
But there's loads of left-leaning influencers. Like I don't know if you've watched Piers Morgan Uncensored before.
I watched the Ronaldo.
Okay,
that's about it.
there's loads of people that I see on that show all the time. They're left leaning, and they have quite big social presence and profiles.
Fair.
There's like loads of Twitch streamers that are like on the left. There's Young Turks, like a YouTube channel on the left that's massive. There's like also like a big network, a media network. So yeah, I think he's trying to like paint the people on the right as like fringe. If that makes sense. He's trying to say that like
we're on the left, we're like the silent people, like we're getting pushed out of media. He's like
trying to paint that narrative.
Yeah.
So I think he's being like a bit strategic with what he's saying. I think he has like his own intentions behind it.
Yeah, probably. I think he would. So it'll be interesting though. See what you guys. Ultimate winner here is the algorithm. What? Let's be honest. It's just gonna push whatever it wants to, whoever. As we wrap up, you got any more things to add?
No, well, I heard YouTube pushing this new feature called Hype the Video. So if it's available for you at the moment, press hype on the video. Help your guy out, help us out. Press the hype and you'll boost our video in the algorithm. We're just starting off on this journey, so yeah, give us a like, give us a hype, whatever you want.
That's if you liked it. If you didn't
like it, tell us as well.
You can let us know, and we'll probably ignore you. Yeah. We'll catch you on the next one.